Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey G. And we're getting into folklore, but Red, Taylor's version, is just barely behind us. And the most significant thing about Red Taylor's version is the 10-minute version of All Too Well. Finally getting to hear that for the first time. And the big bomb, F-bomb, that she dropped whenever she comes out, hard stance, fuck the patriarchy, throwing down the keychain. And we knew from that moment, the day that Red TV was released, we were on with People magazine talking about, is there going to be a keychain? Is that going to be on Taylor Swift's merch? Well, yeah, of course. She made a fuck the patriarchy keychain. And I had a friend that was so nice, bought it for me, and I was like, cool, thanks, I already have one. Because I'm not sly in the least bit. Like, if you get something for Christmas, you're always supposed to say thank you. And instead, I'm that kid who's like, oh, I already have one of those, but thanks anyway. So instead of just keeping all the fuck the patriarchy keychains, I decided to be nice and share with our listeners. So we had a contest where you could go on and leave us a review and do all this different kind of stuff to enter in to get it. And we had so many entries, so many nice people. So we had to go blind choosing. And while Nick and I were out of the studio doing other Swiftie activities, Amy and Anna got to talk to her and tell her that she is the chosen the one. So here's what happened whenever they talked to Nicole and told her about her blessing.
Hello.
Hello, is this Nicole?
Yes, hi.
Hi, this is Anna from 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast.
And Amy, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Great.
What are you up to?
I was actually listening to the podcast. I'm driving to Target.
A different podcast?
No, a 13 Taylor Swift fan podcast.
Okay, yeah.
Exclusively on Apple Music.
New episodes every Tuesday. Follow us on social media at the 13 podcast. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Nicole, we just wanted to call you to thank you so much for listening to our podcast. You've been listening since like day one, pretty much.
Yeah, I actually listen. So I know I've talked to you before. I listened since On Cloud Wine. And then I would like alternate between Taylor Swift and then On Cloud Wine. And then you were like something, I don't know how it came up, but I don't know. But I listened since the very, very first episode. And I was like, oh, my life's complete.
And we've really, like, I noticed you always liking our posts and commenting and always being so interactive with us. And we really appreciate you so much. What's your favorite Taylor Swift album?
Oh, my God. Okay, so I actually prepared for this moment because I was like all week, I'm like, okay, what are some questions that they're probably going to ask me? Like, so I have it. Hold on. Okay, favorite album, depending on my mood, either Folklore or Evermore. But if I'm like feeling it, like if I'm like, I need to get stuff done, Reputation. And then if I'm just like in the moment, Red.
Nice.
Taylor's version.
It is true. It depends on the day, for sure. What about
now it's mostly Folklore.
Yeah, I was about to ask what era do you feel like you're in currently?
Folklore, probably Folklore more than Evermore, which I'm like very much looking forward to you guys breaking down Folklore. Because I think compared to like Red, Debut, Fearless, the lyrics are completely different.
Right.
And I feel like we've gotten this more like mature, older type of vibe, and so I'm very interested in hearing that.
Yeah, well, since you've been listening to us for forever, did you ever listen to our episodes like on Cloud Wine or Loose Lips, wherever we did the Folklore breakdown all in one episode?
Absolutely.
Which is so interesting that we would just talk about an album for like an hour and a half, and now it takes us an hour and a half to talk about each song.
One song, right?
Yes.
Amy,
I'm
how
so jealous. I'm so jealous of you guys. That's so awesome.
Amy, how stressed are you about our folklore era?
I am so stressed. We're doing rankings, Nicole, and I can't do it. I think I'm gonna have to cheat. It's just
Oh my God.
it's just too difficult.
How do you cheat doing rankings?
I will have more than 5.
Okay,
the
so
whole
if you
album.
had to say top 3 on folklore, what would it be?
I think my top 3 will be my favorite, like top 1. So I think it's going to be. Well, I can't say because I don't want to.
It's true,
Let
we
Anna
haven't-
in on.
Yeah,
it.
to pull the curtain back, we haven't recorded that episode yet. We're recording that tomorrow, so we don't
Oh my
know
God.
each other's answers yet. Though we always like to guess what each other's
Right.
answers are going to be. Nicole, what are your top 3 on folklore?
Right where you left me, the lakes,
A bonus track, girl.
7,
7's great.
7.
7 Mirrorball. Oh, God, 7 Mirrorball or August. I don't know.
You
They're
just
all
named
there.
more than 3.
She's like Cardigan, the
They're all
one.
Like, just a continuation, Cardigan.
So-
Throw that in there, why not?
Nicole, how did you become a Swiftie?
Oh my gosh. I was probably like, let's see. I'm like Anna, so we're like the same age as I relate to. So like 15 was out when I turned 15.
Mm-hmm.
Like that same breakdown. So, God, probably what, 2008? Like when debut. I remember buying debut at Target.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
the
The
week
physical
it
copy.
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the little booklet.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, yes, like, this is it for me. Like, I have the little heart tattoo that's on her foot.
Really?
I have it on my wrist, yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one with a Taylor Swift tattoo.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
That is so cool. I have a picture when Speak Now came out. I went to Target with my little brother and we got the album. And I have a picture of my little brother holding it. But my brother and I look very, very similar. And so I'm ready whenever we get Speak Now Taylor's version to post the picture and see if people think it's me.
Yes.
I love that.
Because it's my brother, but we have the same face, and so I'm
Aw.
interested to see if people think it's me. Well, Nicole, the reason that we're calling you not just to hang out with you and talk with you, but we also wanted to tell you that you won our keychain giveaway for the Fuck the Patriarchy
Shut
keychain.
up.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God. I'm so ready. My keychain is ready for it.
Yeah, we did this giveaway in our All Too Well 10-minute version episode. Lacey got the keychain to give away. She's not in studio with us right now, but of course she's really excited that you're winning it. And so thank you for leaving us such a kind review, for emailing us, for always
Yeah, of
being
course.
in contact with us, always being so up to date with the podcast. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because, like I said, I listen to you guys, like, all the time. And it's funny because today on my way to work, I had to go into work for a meeting, but on my way to work, this girl that I work with, she's like, were you listening to your Taylor Swift podcast again? And I was like, yes, I was. How do you know? And she's like, you're crying.
Oh, no.
So sad. And I was like, I had to, like, pause the podcast and go listen to it. And I was like, yeah, this is a problem.
Aw.
Yeah. And my fiance says, he's like, okay. He said, you're allowed five Taylor Swift references, whether I know what they are or not, or music for the wedding.
My
I
fiance
said,
said,
okay.
yeah.
Ryan gave you
You're
a
allowed
limit too.
5.
No, Ryan told me that he's been really conscious of having to kindly step in sometimes to make sure it's not like all Taylor Swift related, because we do already have a lot of Taylor Swift like references and things for our wedding also. And so he and I told him, I was like, listen, we're gonna make our playlist like together, and he's like, how many Taylor Swift songs? And I was like, as many as I want.
Her entire discography.
From start to finish
No
in
skips.
order. No skips.
Yeah, well, here's a question. I guess I'm getting married, and for me, walking down the aisle, I have three options.
Okay,
Daylight, Live in Paris.
love that.
Just the bridge. You already know what part. The Lakes, but with a violin cover.
I just got chills.
So when she's like, I want Auroras and Sad Pros, that whole, like, rest of that song in a violin, or Invisible String.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm not kidding. I got full body chills.
Me too.
Okay, so Daylight Live from Paris.
The violin.
No,
I know it's
she's
the
like,
violin
and I can
sticking
still
out.
see it all in my head. That part.
Yeah. Would it be possible to do like invisible string violin cover? Because like that would be gorgeous.
Oh, I like that. I also wanted Lover, but I feel like I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just kind of stayed with those three. I was like, I need something that like only like a Swiftie, and of course all my bridesmaids are like, oh my god, yes.
No,
So they'll know what it is.
I'm on the exact same boat as you.
You'll have to go with your gut, but I'm feeling the violin.
I know. I'm kind of feeling the violin too, because that way, like, you as a Swiftie, like, you know what it is and you know the words and like you can feel it and connect to it. But then other people at the wedding will be like, oh my god, this is a beautiful like violin and not just like a track that's playing. Yeah. You know, because I'm looking at the same thing. I've been looking for like piano covers of a few songs for the same thing to walk down the aisle. I just haven't decided yet.
Have you thought about Come Back Be Here?
Oh my god, I would cry. The reason I can't do that is because I would just cry.
Yeah, you won't make it.
Yeah.
You should try to like find a way to like have somebody cover it.
I know. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
so
I still.
what?
When is your wedding?
11/11/23.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, so you still have some time.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of time. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that she like releases something else between now and then. And like,
Oh, definitely. But
even
yeah,
better.
between that now and then, most definitely. I will say with confidence, as if I knew.
89 is not released by November 23. I'm suing.
Yeah, you and every other Swiftie, right? Yeah, we can't wait that long.
Nicole, you are
No.
so cool. It is so nice to meet you.
Aw, I love you guys. Definitely. Yeah. Just whenever you guys want to talk again, just definitely, I'm always down to talk about Taylor Swift. So yeah. So thank you guys for being so awesome and being my ride to and from work every day. I really appreciate it.
Aw, well, thank you so much for listening. We hope that we can meet in person someday soon. If you're ever in the area, let us know.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. I am interested in, like, I live like an hour from Orlando, and they have Taylor Swift nights, but I am like definitely thinking about coming to Texas eventually to like see family and go to a Taylor Swift night. So if I'm ever like in the area, I'll definitely let y'all know.
Yes, please let us know. You know you have friends here in Texas always.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you. I guess I will message you about getting your address to send you the keychain. And
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. I hope y'all have fun.
Bye, Nicole.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, congratulations, Nicole.
Yay!
How exciting. And I got to say, keep listening. There's going to be more giveaways because I may have purchased a few extra things from a recent 1989 merch drop.
Ooh.
Maybe something will happen later. I don't know when. I don't know how. But be listening. And join us next time because we are actually officially, we've talked about it a few times, we are actually really for reals getting in to our folklore era. So join us because to tiptoe into the folklore era, we are going to be ranking our favorite tracks on the album. And then when we finish breaking down the entire album here in a few months, we're going to go back, revisit, and see how those rankings have changed. So it's a little science experiment for us. So join us next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, wherever you're listening to us right now, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.